am back with a card, and not only a card, today I want to talk to you about the most important thing about crafting. This is not something we normally talk about. This is not something a lot of YouTubers or bloggers really discuss with their viewers, and I want to get this out of the way first and foremost. So, are you ready? Because I'm about to let out the big number one secret. It's craft what you love. Seems simple, right? Wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of these issues are, just everyday issues that you do really need to think about when you craft. The first is crafting within your means. Now, this is definitely a topic we don't talk about and usually overlook. And you know what? I'm one of them. I love going on blogs and YouTubes and seeing a project and wanting to do it right now. Run out, get the products to do it. And we all feel that way sometimes. There are some awesome projects out there. But we can't always do that. Crafting for me is just a hobby. And for many of you, if it's not your full time job, it's your hobby too. So running out and getting the latest and greatest isn't always a reality. That's okay. You can perfectly enjoy your hobby without having everything that you are seeing on these blogs or YouTube channels. Lot of things you can do by stretching what you do have to make it, and I hope to show you some of that on this channel. Personally, I only buy craft products that I really plan on using. I do work a full-time job. I do have a part-time, I don't know what you could call it, a gig, and I like to keep up with my blog and YouTube channel. And you know what? That's hard. I have a family also. My husband and I are currently saving up for a house, and sometimes a lot of that money needs to be saved instead of spent. And you know what? I completely understand that, and I understand where you're coming from when you say you're looking for the best prices. There are other options, though. There's little side gigs you can do, and you can participate in reward sites. And I'll list some of them on my blog that I use regularly. And maybe if you guys are interested, I'll do future posts on them on my blog. And if you find one that works for you, that's great. I've found a couple that have been very successful for me. When I do saved up some of my hard-earned money for craft supplies, I also want to make sure I get the most for my money. One of my favorite online shops is Amazon, and no, I'm not a representative for Amazon. I just find great prices on there. Some of them are in the form of warehouse deals, but if you read the fine print, you can see what you're getting and what to expect with those purchases. The other thing I love, love, love is coupons. So if I'm only looking for one particular item, I can save a significant amount at my local craft store who usually has a 40% off a one item weekly coupon. Another place is Joann's, and sometimes they have their entire crafting section on sale, except for select items. And you know what? That's great. Saving up and looking for those sales, there is nothing wrong with that at all. I do it all the time. The next big topic is crafting with a purpose, and this goes hand in hand with crafting within your means. I am all about trying new techniques. We all do want to try new things. I mean, there's only so many times we can try the same technique before we get bored with it. But if we're not prepared and we don't save up and we just run out, we're not only wasting time, we're wasting our projects too. So sometimes I find myself with these projects that I've started and have pieces for, and I have no idea what to do with them. And that's a waste of money. It really is. My newest mission lately has been to craft with a purpose. If I look at a product or a specific project that I'm thinking of doing, if I can't come up with ideas of what I can use them for right off the bat, I don't need them. It's as simple as that. If you're looking to make cards, but you really don't have anyone to send to, there are other options out there for you. I'd really encourage you to do a Google search for some charities that accept cards. There's quite a few out there. Just make sure your cards match their requirements and get crafting. They're a great purpose. and there's nothing wrong with doing it that way as well. The final thing I want to talk about is what you can expect from this channel. So, you've heard how I feel about crafting, what I feel the most important things about crafting are. So, what does that mean? What can you expect from me? This means you can expect my total honesty. I am not affiliated with any big companies, stamp companies, or anything. I do not work for them. I do not sell their product. All of my money goes towards products that I want, that I like, that I want to share with you. Now, there are links in my blog, which means I'm an affiliate for some of these companies. And if you have more questions about that, you can contact me or read the disclaimer on my blog. I am a complete open book. I'm a craft hobbyist like you. So anything I show you on this blog, you can do too. I do not have any sort of degree in art. This is just something I love and I want to share. And you know what? From time to time, you're going to see my crafty fails. I mean, complete straight up mistakes. I do them. Everybody does them. But hopefully you can learn from mine. The biggest thing I hope you see on this blog and this channel is that we're doing something that we love together. And if you'd like to link your blog or channel in the comments, I'd love to check them out. If you have tips or tricks that you use and that you really enjoy, I'd love to hear them. I'd like to be your crafty friend. Now keep in mind, while I am looking for crafty friends, I might not always have time to get back to you right away. I do have a full-time job and I do have a family, but I greatly respect all of you and all the hard work that you guys do if you guys have things that you want to share with me. All that being said, I hope you enjoy this card I'm making in the background. This stamp set is from Mama Elephant, and it's the Playful Pups collection. I'm also using the Grassy Trio that I die cut and adding the background scene with it by doing the grass and the sky in some distress inks. This was a simple card that, honestly, this was one of those purchases that I just thought was cute and had to have. I was totally guilty of it in this one. I'm a big dog lover, so got myself here. If any of you guys have any cool tips on blending the mini distress inks, I'm having such a hard time with getting them to blend, if you can't tell. I'd love to hear them because I'm having some issues here. All in all, I think it turned out great. I was really happy with the results, and you'll see in a minute. After I was done adding the background of this scene, I peeled off the mask, which I always use rubber cement as a mask. It's a very reasonable alternative to masking, mask paper or even like a liquid mask. And this washi tape actually tore my paper. I'll never use it again. I got it from the dollar spot at Target. Not all washi tape tears well or takes off well off of paper. So I die cut the edges of this, and I was very lucky I got to cut off that part that got ripped at the top. And I die cut the pattern paper I used for the background. I stamped a simple sentiment on this card because I have a specific purpose in mind, and it's a thank you. This card is actually going to be going to my mail carrier. He does a lot of things. I added some Wink of Stella to the letter and the bone, and I added some silver gel pen to the spikes of his collar just for some added interest. I thought these pups were absolutely adorable. I'm a dog person. I've seen a lot of cat people on here, but man, I am a dog person. So I added this to the card front with some foam tape, which I actually ran out of. And that was my completed card front. So thank you guys for coming to join me. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll come back and see more in the future. If you have any questions, you feel free to visit my blog or leave comments down below. I am always here for you guys. So I hope to hear from you soon, and I hope you'll be my crafty friend.